Hello and welcome to the WriteCome.com podcast, where we help you to make money from your words. Each episode will be sharing tips, tricks, and strategies you can use to make more money from your writing, publishing, and marketing to your fans and audience. Let's get started with your host, Barry J. McDonald.
Hi, this is Barry here, and you are very, very welcome to today's podcast episode from WriteCome.com. And today's podcast episode is entitled Stop Giving Away the Goldmine. Now, the other day I was watching my son Finn, who has become a little bit of an addict to TikTok recently, and I was just watching what was popping up on his newsfeed, what videos he was paying attention to. Now, Finn isn't somebody who is interested in any dance moves or music or anything like that. He seems to be watching a lot of videos that have a lot of kind of random facts and figures and things like that. So he may be watching a video that's that talks about maybe 5 things you don't know about cats, or 5 things you didn't know about Hitler, or 5 things you didn't know about Australia, and all these things. So I suppose compared to some of the content he could be watching or listening to on the internet, I suppose it does have some educational value. And, you know, I don't know if he's ever going to need those random facts on cats or on Hitler. I don't know if he'll ever use those unless maybe he's on a TV quiz or maybe in a pub quiz or something like that. It may be useful to him then. But for now, he's just watching a lot of those videos. And, you know, it all surprised me sometimes how much people give away some great content on platforms like Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and TikTok and never really think themselves, you know, maybe I shouldn't be giving away as much as this. Maybe I should hold back some of the best information. Maybe give some out as a kind of a small taster, you know, like when you get to your local supermarket, you know, when you go past one of those stalls where maybe they're giving out samples of free food, you know, when they give you a little bit of a sample, you know, if you like the taste of that sausage or that pie or whatever, you'll probably end up buying it. But you can imagine if they gave you the full tray and said, here you go, here's everything I have, and you ate the full thing, I'm sure you'd be satisfied at that stage then, and you wouldn't need to go buy that pie or you wouldn't need to go buy that sausage. So there's a good reason that they only give you a small sample, just to give you a little bit of taste, just to show you what it's like, and then hopefully, you know, they'll give you something that you'll be interested in or something that you like, and then you'll go off and you'll buy that product. But unfortunately, a lot of people on social media think, well, I'm going to give my best content out there. I'm going to give my audience everything, because if I give them everything, well, it's going to help me build a larger audience. People are going to say, you know, you're brilliant. You should follow this person because they give great content away. But sometimes, you know, maybe if you just want to maybe hold back on that, because when you think about it, something that's given away freely is usually seen as that. It's seen as only, you know, that its value is free or that it's worthless. You know, even in your own case, I'm sure some people probably have given you free advice every so often, and, you know, depending on the person that gave it to you, probably just seen it as just free advice, and you maybe never took action on it. But if you paid maybe some expert, maybe a solicitor, maybe someone who like is an architect or a plumber or a mechanic, if you paid for their advice, if they did give you advice, chances are good you would go on that because you paid for it. And again too, even if you look at your hard drive, I'm sure you have paid products, and I'm sure you probably have free products or free reports or free videos that you downloaded. But I want you to think about it. You know, out of those two, which are you paying more attention to? Are you paying more attention to those free reports you downloaded, or are you paying more attention to the products that you paid for? Now, if you consider for a moment, if you had 2 products on your hard drive right now and they had the same quality of information, the free report was just as good as the Kindle book you bought or the video course that you bought, I'm sure you're going to look at that free report as just that, free. You know, no value in it at all. It didn't cost me anything, so I'm not going to lose out anything if I don't take action on it. Whereas that paid product, that Kindle book, that training course, or whatever it is that you have bought, I'm sure you are paying more attention to it because you have paid for it. And that's what I want you to think about. Any information you're giving out on social media, or on your blog or whatever, don't give too much of it away, you know, because as I said, even though that content could be great, even though that could help improve someone's life, people aren't going to take action on that because it's free. I remember hearing one time from a well-known internet guru who said that ears that pay attention, and ears that pay more attention. So if you put it on a scale starting with free and then paid and then paying even more, the people who will pay more attention to your knowledge, who will take action on your knowledge, are the people who pay more than the people that do it for free. So, as I said, stop giving the gold mine away. If you do want to give maybe a little bit of a taster, a little sample, sure enough, do that. But then lead on to your paid product or your video courses, or charge them something for them to get that information, that extra information, because you know if you make it difficult for them, if they have to pay to get that information, chances are good they will actually take action on that knowledge that you have given them and actually get the result that they are looking for. So stop giving away the gold mine. Now, speaking of gold mines and speaking of giving away great information, even though I have said that, I want to give you a great sample of something that I have created recently, and it's a course called Bookmark Books. Now, if you head over to Writecom, that's WRITECOME.com, and you put your email address into the opt-in box, I am going to give you an amazing video course where I'm going to show you how you can make money from your internet history. So if you want to create a digital product, if you want to make money, if you want to see how I would go ahead about making money from my digital history, head over to Writecom. As I said, put your email address in the system and I'll send that video course directly on to you. So as always, have a lovely day. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us today. If you'd like more from the Writecom.com podcast, be sure to subscribe now for more tips, tricks, and ideas you can use to make more money from your words. See you in the next episode.